Have you ever received a letter from the Social Security Administration saying you owe them money? If so, you're not alone. Social Security overpayments are more common than you might think, and they can be confusing and stressful. In this video, we'll break down exactly what a Social Security overpayment is, why it happens, and most importantly, what you should do right away if you get that dreaded notice. Let's start by understanding the basics of overpayments and why they occur in the first place. A Social Security overpayment happens when you receive more money than you were supposed to from the Social Security Administration. This can occur for a variety of reasons, such as changes in your income, living situation, or even administrative errors. The SSA will eventually notice the mistake and send you a letter explaining the overpayment and how much you owe. It's important not to panic. Many people face this situation, and there are clear steps you can take to resolve it. So, what leads to a Social Security overpayment? Some of the most common causes include not reporting changes in your income or resources, changes in your living arrangements, or even mistakes made by the Social Security Administration itself. Sometimes, benefits continue after someone passes away or after eligibility ends. Understanding these causes can help you avoid overpayments in the future and respond appropriately if one occurs. If you've been overpaid, the Social Security Administration will send you an official notice. This letter will detail the amount you owe, the reason for the overpayment, and your options for repayment or appeal. It's crucial to read this letter carefully and keep it for your records. The notice will also include a deadline for your response, so don't ignore it. Acting quickly can help you avoid additional complications. Upon receiving an overpayment notice, your first step should be to review the letter thoroughly. Make sure you understand the amount the SSA claims you owe and the reason for the overpayment. Double-check your own records to see if you agree with their assessment. If you believe there's a mistake, gather any supporting documents you have. Acting quickly is key to resolving the issue efficiently. Mistakes happen, even with government agencies. Sometimes, the overpayment notice is sent in error or the amount is incorrect. Review your payment history and any correspondence from Social Security. If you find discrepancies, make note of them. This information will be important if you decide to appeal the overpayment or request a waiver. Always keep copies of everything you send or receive. If you have questions or believe there's an error, contact the Social Security Administration as soon as possible. You can call their toll-free number or visit your local office. Be prepared to provide your Social Security number, details from the notice, and any supporting documents. Clear communication can help clarify the situation and may even resolve the issue without further steps. When you receive an overpayment notice, you typically have three options: repay the amount, appeal the decision, or request a waiver. Each option has its own process and requirements. It's important to understand what each one means so you can choose the best path for your situation. Let's take a closer look at each option in the next few scenes. The first and most straightforward option is to repay the overpayment. The Social Security Administration will include instructions in your notice for how to pay back the money. You can usually pay by check, money, order, or online. If you can't pay the full amount at once, you may be able to set up a payment plan. Contact SSA to discuss your options if you need more time or flexibility. If you believe the overpayment is incorrect, you have the right to appeal. The notice will include instructions on how to file an appeal, usually by submitting a form within 60 days. During the appeal process, you can present evidence and explain why you think the overpayment is wrong. The SSA will review your case and make a determination. If you win, you may not have to repay the amount. A waiver is a request to have the overpayment forgiven, meaning you won't have to pay it back. To qualify, you must show that the overpayment was not your fault and that repaying it would cause you financial hardship. The SSA will review your financial situation and the circumstances of the overpayment before making a decision. If approved, you're off the hook for repayment. To file an appeal, you'll need to complete the appropriate form, usually SSA 561, and submit it to your local Social Security office. Be sure to include any evidence that supports your case, such as bank statements, pay stubs, or letters. The more documentation you provide, the stronger your appeal will be. Keep copies of everything you submit for your records. If you choose to request a waiver, you'll need to fill out Form SSA 632 and provide detailed information about your finances. This includes your income, expenses, and assets. The SSA will use this information to determine if repaying the overpayment would cause you undue hardship. Be honest and thorough in your application to improve your chances of approval. After you submit your appeal or waiver request, the Social Security Administration will review your case. This process can take several weeks or even months, depending on the complexity of your situation. During this time, continue to check your mail and respond promptly to any requests for additional information. Staying engaged helps ensure your case moves forward smoothly. Ignoring an overpayment notice can have serious consequences. The Social Security Administration may start withholding your future benefits to recover the debt. In some cases, they can also garnish your wages or take other collection actions. That's why it's so important to respond quickly and communicate with SSA if you need help or more time. If you can't pay the full overpayment amount at once, don't worry. The SSA often allows repayment plans, letting you pay back the debt in smaller, more manageable installments. Contact the SSA to discuss your financial situation and negotiate a plan that works for you. Make sure to get any agreement in writing and stick to the payment schedule to avoid further complications. If repaying the overpayment would cause you significant financial hardship, be sure to communicate this to the SSA. They may be able to adjust your repayment plan or even approve your waiver request. Provide detailed information about your income, expenses, and any special circumstances. The more transparent you are, the better the SSA can understand your situation. Throughout the process, it's essential to keep thorough records. Save copies of all letters, forms, and correspondence with the SSA. Document any phone calls, including the date, time, and name of the person you spoke with. Good record keeping can help you resolve disputes and protect your rights if questions arise later. Dealing with a Social Security overpayment can be overwhelming, but you don't have to do it alone. If you're confused or need assistance, consider reaching out to a legal aid organization, a social worker, or an attorney who specializes in Social Security matters. These professionals can help you understand your options and advocate on your behalf. The overpayment notice will specify a deadline for your response, usually 30 days from the date of the letter. It's crucial to act within this time frame to preserve your rights and avoid automatic collection actions. Mark the deadline on your calendar and set reminders so you don't miss it. Prompt action is your best defense. If you disagree with the overpayment decision, don't hesitate to appeal. You have the right to challenge the SSA's findings, and you won't be penalized for doing so. Make sure to submit your appeal within the specified timeframe and include all relevant evidence. The appeal process is your opportunity to present your side of the story. If you don't resolve the overpayment, the SSA may reduce your future Social Security payments until the debt is repaid. This can significantly impact your monthly budget, especially if you rely on these benefits for essential expenses. That's why it's so important to address the issue as soon as possible. The Social Security Administration has several ways to collect overpayments. They can withhold part or all of your monthly benefits, garnish your wages, or even refer your debt to the Treasury Department for collection. Understanding these methods can help you avoid unpleasant surprises and motivate you to act quickly. The best way to avoid overpayments is to keep the SSA informed about any changes in your income, resources, or living situation. Report changes as soon as they happen and keep copies of all correspondence. Staying proactive can help prevent future overpayments and keep your benefits on track. Whenever your income, resources, or living arrangements change, notify the SSA right away. You can do this by phone, online, or in person at your local office. Accurate and timely reporting is the key to preventing overpayments and ensuring your benefits remain correct. The Social Security Administration offers online tools to help you manage your benefits and report changes. By creating a My Social Security account, you can view your payment history, update your information, and communicate securely with the SSA. Using these tools can make managing your benefits easier and more efficient. It's important to keep your contact information and other personal details up to date with the SSA. This ensures you receive important notices and that your benefits are calculated correctly. Double-check your address, phone number, and email regularly, and update them as needed. As a Social Security recipient, you have rights when it comes to overpayments. You have the right to be notified, to appeal, and to request a waiver if you qualify. Knowing your rights can help you navigate the process confidently and protect your interests. The SSA communicates with beneficiaries through mail, phone calls, and online messages. Always verify that any communication you receive is legitimate, especially if it asks for personal information or payment. If you're unsure, contact the SSA directly using the official contact information on their website. Unfortunately, scammers sometimes target Social Security recipients by pretending to be from the SSA. Never give out your Social Security number or bank information to someone who contacts you unexpectedly. If you receive a suspicious call or letter, report it to the SSA and the Federal Trade Commission. If you need to reach the Social Security Administration, use their official toll-free number or visit your local office. You can also access many services online through the SSA website. Having the correct contact information ensures you're communicating with the real SSA and not a scammer. If you truly can't afford to repay the overpayment, don't ignore the problem. Contact the SSA and explain your situation. You may qualify for a reduced payment plan or a waiver. The SSA is often willing to work with you if you communicate openly and provide the necessary documentation. Remember, There are strict deadlines for appealing an overpayment. Typically, you have 60 days from the date of the notice to file your appeal. Missing this deadline can limit your options, so act quickly and keep track of important dates. Once you file an appeal, the SSA will review your case and may schedule a hearing. You'll have the opportunity to present your evidence and explain your side. The decision will be mailed to you, and if you disagree, you may have further appeal options. Stay engaged and respond to all requests from the SSA. If your waiver request is denied, you still have options. You can appeal the denial or negotiate a repayment plan with the SSA. Don't give up, continue to communicate with the agency, and explore all available avenues to resolve the debt. Certain situations, such as medical emergencies or natural disasters, may affect your ability to respond to an overpayment notice. If you're facing special circumstances, let the SSA know as soon as possible. They may be able to grant extensions or make accommodations based on your situation. An unresolved Social Security overpayment can affect other benefits you receive, such as Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or Medicare. The SSA may coordinate recovery efforts across programs, so it's important to address the issue promptly to protect all your benefits. The Social Security Administration's job is to ensure benefits are paid correctly. When mistakes happen, they are required by law to recover overpayments. However, they also have procedures in place to help you if you can't pay or if the overpayment wasn't your fault. Understanding the SSA's role can help you work with them more effectively. There are laws and regulations that protect Social Security recipients from unfair collection practices. If you feel your rights are being violated, seek legal advice. Knowing your legal protections can give you peace of mind and help you navigate the process with confidence. There are many resources available to help you with Social Security overpayments. Legal aid organizations, advocacy groups, and government agencies can provide guidance and support. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need help understanding your options or completing paperwork. Social Security rules and procedures can change over time. Stay informed by regularly checking the SSA website, subscribing to updates, or speaking with a benefits counselor. Being proactive and informed helps you avoid problems and respond effectively if issues arise. Let's recap the most important steps if you receive a Social Security overpayment notice. Read the letter carefully, check for errors, contact the SSA, consider your options, and respond within the deadline. Keep thorough records and seek help if needed. Taking these steps can help you resolve the issue efficiently and protect your benefits. To prevent future overpayments, always report changes promptly, keep your information updated, and regularly review your benefit statements. Staying organized and proactive is the best way to avoid surprises and keep your Social Security benefits on track. If you're struggling to resolve an overpayment or feel overwhelmed by the process, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Attorneys, social workers, and advocacy groups can provide valuable support and ensure your rights are protected. Remember, you don't have to face this alone. Dealing with a Social Security overpayment can be stressful, but understanding the process and your options makes it manageable. Remember to act quickly, keep good records, and reach out for help if you need it. By staying informed and proactive, you can resolve overpayments and protect your financial well-being.